I swear some people just have the worst takes in the world. I'm about to explain why and show you who it is. Tune in this latest short episode on the Who Dat Weekly. Hit that intro, gang.
When you say who that, then you know where you're at. You're in the middle of Crescent City. Well, say it loud, Louisiana.
Welcome to the Who Dat Weekly. This is for Jay Spice. How's everybody doing today? Yes, I did shave, although trying to grow back, but I'm getting ready for a wedding coming up soon, so bear with me. Funny stuff today. We heard the worst take I've ever heard about the New Orleans Saints 2026 season, and I'm about to show you guys who it is. And I have no personal beef with this guy, but this guy is clearly very much misinformed about how well the Saints have done this offseason, what upgrades they've made through the draft and free agency, and much more. Alright, so this fella here, who's actually a really great content creator, shout out to Dre Wallen, is his name? Yeah, Dre Wallen. And he creates all sorts of really funny NFL takes, and also really funny NFL skits. I think he's mainly known for his "Where are the Cleveland Browns" gig he's got going on there, and he knows it's very popular. He's done it a few times, and I love watching this stuff. But this is where he comes in with the god-awful, terrible take of the year. And he's going over the 2026 NFL schedule for the New Orleans Saints, and which I will talk about in a YouTube short later, sometime next week, at some point. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video for you guys.
New Orleans may be known as the Big Easy, but getting a winning season out of the Saints is more like the Big Difficult, but still entirely possible. Unfortunately for them, they do start the season against the Lions and the Ravens, who are going to kick them right in the boudin ball.
By the way, did he forget the Lions didn't make the playoffs last year because they struggled? And on top of that, the Ravens stunk to high heaven? Yes, I know. Lamar Jackson was injured all year long. But at the same time, you really thinking they're going to beat us? I don't think so.
But wins over Vegas and Atlanta should make them feel good, right? Since the Falcons were mentioned, it feels like a good time to bring up that the NFC South is just a worse version of the NFC North, but everybody does beat everybody.
Now, in regards to that, I see where he's coming from about the NFC South, because the NFC South in the last 3, 4, 5 years, however long it's been, well, really ever since Drew Brees retired, the NFC South has been absolutely putrid garbage. So I get where he's coming from. So why he would think we would split with a lot of teams. But given the fact that we swept the Panthers last year, we split the series with the Bucks last year as well, and now granted we did lose twice to the Falcons last year, I don't see that happening this time around. I think we sweep the Panthers again. I think we probably split with the Bucks next season, because I think they'd be, let me rephrase that. I think we might split the series with the Panthers this coming year, because I'm not sure how lucky we'll get sweeping them 2 years in a row. But I think we'll split the series with the Panthers, sweep the Bucks, and this time we get a revenge and sweep the Falcons. Wrong team.
Somewhat out of nowhere like an RKO, I do have New Orleans beating the Vikings, or maybe it's not out of nowhere, it was just too high for Kyler Murray to see it coming, so like...
That I could definitely see happening, because the Vikings, they're putrid garbage. So they're terrible. Like, they have elite weapons, but their quarterback scenario is horrendous. Like, do you think Kyler Murray is actually going to be that guy? I don't think so.
Like, normal person eye level. I do have them taking an L from the new Harbaugh York Giants. Louisiana.
By the way, we didn't lose to the Giants last year, and they had pretty much the same team except for a few other players. But other than coach, how much have they upgraded? I mean, if you're a Giants fan, tell me otherwise. But still, I don't see that happening. I don't see us losing to the Giants again this for a second year. Well, I can't see us losing to the Giants this coming season.
Louisiana obviously isn't in France, but New Orleans is French as hell. It's like Notre Dame playing in Ireland. It's not home, but it feels like home, and nothing beats a not home, but still feels kind of like home field advantage.
Which I could definitely see us winning that game, but at the same time, I'm not sure. It's going to be a hard-fought game, but I think we should have the home field advantage.
A very sobering experience does occur when they meet the weapon of mass destruction that is known as Myles Garrett. Even with
What?
NANI? What? What the fuck?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Time out. Time out. You're telling me, out of all the teams that we might potentially lose to, I could get on board with Detroit. I could probably get on board with Baltimore. Hell, maybe even Pittsburgh for all I know. And I already mentioned about splitting the series with either the Panthers, Bucks, or the Falcons. But you're gonna sit here and tell me, or tell everybody, that we're losing to the Cleveland Browns, who you crack jokes 24/7? Are you kidding me?
You big dummy.
Where are we going with this take, brother? Where are we going with this take? This is like you say you can make gumbo without the roux, and it ends up turning to absolute dog crap.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly. Think.
Like, come on, man. What are we thinking here? We're not losing to the Browns of all teams.
Even without checking my Bears prediction video, I'm pretty sure I did pick Chi-Town to beat the soy out of their bean. Burrow and
Which I don't agree with at all, because last year we almost had the Bears last year with Spencer Rattler at quarterback. Imagine what the Bears will try and do to us when we have Tyler Shough as quarterback, and with the improvements on offense. I don't see that happening.
Burrow and Chase do have the Louisiana ties, but that does not mean they're taking it easy on you.
No. Did you forget about the Bengals too, brother? The Bengals stunk last year. Now, I know I've been seeing reports around the news and media saying that the Bengals have the most talented squad they've ever had in recent years. I'm sorry. Did we all forget about the last 2 or 3 years where A, Joe Burrow has constantly gotten injured, B, the team has underperformed drastically, and C, we're going back to Joe Burrow. When he's not there, the whole team is dog crap. What are we doing here, folks?
I'm sure Tyler Shough is going to play some good football this year, but I would assume he'd play even better when he's not being chased down by Micah frickin' Parsons.
By the way, not worried about the Packers. The Packers don't scare me at all. Like, the Packers are so overrated. You with Jordan Love. Like, Jordan Love's a good quarterback, and the Packers have been decent, but I am not convinced they are good enough. Like, I could see us maybe losing to them, maybe. But I don't see it happening. Not in my opinion.
Cardinals and Saints are a big part of the Catholic Church, which is interesting because holy crap is Arizona going to suck this year. Will the Saints...
The only thing I can definitely agree on is the Cardinals. I think that's the only thing I can agree on because... Come on, brother. What are we doing here with this take? Alright, so he has us at 7-10. Very similar to our record 2 years ago, which I don't even know where to start. Because not only is this take pathetic, well, not pathetic, well, it is pathetic, but not only is this take garbage, it just shows how poorly informed he is about the Saints. Like, the number of improvements that we've made, from like getting Jordan Tyson from this draft, we got Ellis from the Atlanta Falcons, we got the Edwards something from Buffalo, like, and then of course most notably Travis Etienne, excuse me, I have to say Etienne, so used to that. But we got Travis Etienne. See, I did it again, y'all. I can't help myself. But anyway, we got Travis Etienne from Jacksonville, who is more likely to probably take over as running back number 1, depending on what happens with Alvin Kamara. I don't know what's going on there. But regardless, we made significant improvements to this season, to this team. Like, we added more weapons, we added defensive players, and that's not just through the draft, that's also through free agency, as I just mentioned. So, like, how can you sit there and lie to the public that we're going 7-10? Now, I will hear valid criticisms from around the league that they're not sure how well the Saints are going to do with the new faces there and how Tyler Shough is going to do in year 2. I get that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dismissing that completely. But to just say outright and tell us we're going 7-10, we have the second easiest schedule in the league. I'm questioning your football skills, buddy. So, like, let's take for example, he said we're gonna lose to freaking Cleveland. Have you seen Cleveland? They are trash. They're god awful. And Now, the first two games where he puts losses to Detroit and Baltimore, I could see maybe Detroit. I could probably see that. I don't know how that game's going to go. It kind of depends on how Detroit plays. But the Ravens, they stunk last year. Yes, I know Lamar Jackson was injured all year long, so of course they're going to suck. But at the same time, if Lamar Jackson continues that way, I think the Saints have a good chance in beating the Ravens, even at their house. We'll cross that bridge in due time. So, but games against, say, the Browns, the Bengals, who else did they say? The Bears. Like, we came close to the Bears last time, and we had Spencer Rattler as our quarterback. But sadly, it didn't pan out that way. But I think we have improved enough to where we get at least 9 to maybe 11 wins next season. And I'll touch on that on a YouTube show later this coming week or weekend, whichever comes first. So, but all in all, I had to make my reaction to this nonsense that I read. I even defended Who Dat Nation in that comment, as you see on the screen. And he actually did reply back to me, making excuses that he had to cover the other 31 teams in the league, which I get. It's a lot of teams to cover, don't get me wrong. But still, it's like, come on, man. Be informed of what the Saints are doing. Or better yet, be informed what the league is doing as a whole. Like, I try my best to do that, and I'm not perfect, so I'm giving him a little grace because he probably didn't know what the Saints did this past offseason, this past draft. So, but fair warning, I will come after your ass if you talk crap about us again or make these ridiculous statements. Because if we end up going either 9-8, 10-7, or 11-6, you best believe I'm coming right after you and saying, so, about that prediction you made back in, May 28th, 2026? Oh, I'm going to have a field day with that. But first things first, let's get the Saints winning again, shall we? All right, again, thank y'all for tuning into this really quick episode. It's not my normal episode, but I hope you enjoyed this funny content, and we'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to check out my YouTube series, Gone Mad with Man. I posted episode 4 about last week. I'm working on episode 5 before I head to my Italy vacation. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed my series. Hope you guys have a great day. And on top of that, stay cool. Don't be like this clown. And I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Who dat?
We yelling black and gold, the Super Bowl. Black and gold.